Hello everyone! So, I made a video yesterday talking about the current state of Batman. During that, I talked about the main Batman book from Chip Zdarsky because I haven't read a whole lot of Batman recently, so I decided, you know what, I'm going to read the current story arcs that's going on. I read it. In that book, Joker talks about how he knows Batman's secret identity, and I was like, wow, I must have missed something. How does Joker knows Batman's secret identity? And then I proceeded to get gaslit by my comment section. I had a couple people in there gaslighting in there, being like, oh, bad that Joker's known Batman's secret identity since Death of the Family, or Endgame, or Grant Morrison's Batman, blah, blah, blah. You guys gaslit me. No, it wasn't anything like that. But yeah, I had a bunch of people in my comments telling me what it was. And the thing was like, yeah, I knew he knew his secret identity during these events, but I was like, these were storylines that happened a bit ago. We've had some reboots and things since then and events. I didn't think he still knew. There was one person that actually had it right, though. So I went and did some research to figure out, I was like, what is currently going on? What's still, actually applies to Joker? I don't know what's still intact after Rebirth or the current canon we're in with Dawn of DC. I don't really know. So I did some research on it, and that's what I'm going to tell you all today. So let's talk about it real quick. Grant Morrison's Batman. It's heavily implied that Joker knows. Well, Joker straight up tells Batman in The Clown at Midnight. He told him that he knew Bruce and Batman were one and the same, with a line in that book. And also in Batman R.I.P., he's there with the Black Glove. He's got to know because they're talking about it. So, of course, he's got to know. So in Grant Morrison's Batman, you think he knew. But then we have the New 52, which kind of rebooted some things, but kind of kept some things intact. And it's a little, but it seems like he doesn't really know in the New 52. It seems like it's rebooted enough to where that whole Grant Morrison stuff isn't intact, so he doesn't know. But then with Death of the Family, it's implied through several events in Death of the Family that Joker knows. And then in Endgame, it's just straight up, yeah, Joker does know that Batman and Bruce are one and the same. So it's like, all right. But then we get Rebirth, another reboot. It's like, does Joker still know? I don't really know. But then following Rebirth, we get 3 Jokers. And in 3 Jokers, one of the Jokers, the comedian, does know. He straight up tells Batman. So it's like, oh, one of them knows. And that Joker killed the other 2 Jokers. So there's no, if you're going through all this and being like, oh, well, maybe this is why Joker knows, sometimes Joker doesn't, because there's multiple Jokers. Well, the other 2 Jokers are dead. Also, I'm kind of confused because a lot of books act like 3 Jokers isn't canon. It was a Black Label book. It was supposed to be canon at first with everything that happened in Justice League 50, but Justice League 50 was at the end of New 52, and it's just everything kind of, it's a mess. It's comics book continuity. DC's continuity has always been a mess. But recently, we had, which someone in my comments mentioned was, sorry, let me bring up their actual name. It was MP.860 mentioned. It says Joker has known Batman as Bruce Wayne since Joker War in 2020 when he stole the Wayne fortune. That was the correct answer. That's what I think this is tying back to, I believe. I believe that's what Zdarsky's tying back to, is Joker War. That's where he's like, that's how he knows, because of Joker War. So there was a spin-off book from Joker War called Secret Files or something, and in that, Joker goes to recruit Deathstroke, and he talks about how he knows that Bruce Wayne and Batman are one and the same, and he's like, I could have known a long time ago, but I didn't, but now things are changed, so I needed to know, so I figured it out. So in that, he figured out, I believe that's what he's connecting. But there is something that kind of contradicts this, which is the recent event that happened, the Night Terrors event. In that, there was a villain that put everyone in the DC universe to sleep, and they had bad dreams. They had nightmares. It was a really dumb event. It was stupid. I don't blame you if you didn't read anything. I only found out about this because when I was Googling, how does Joker know Batman's secret identity, or does Joker know Batman's secret identity? Because, that's the type of research I do. I found an article that was like, Joker does not know Batman's secret identity. Night Terrors confirms it. And I was like, what? And so this article talks about issue 1 of Night Terrors. I'm like, oh, there's 2 issues of Night Terrors. I'll just read both of them. So I read both of the Joker Night Terrors. In Night Terrors, like I was saying, this villain forces everyone in the DC universe to have nightmares, their greatest fear unlocked. And Joker's is that Batman dies and he has to live a mundane, boring life working a 9 to 5 at Wayne Enterprises. Now, how this confirms that he doesn't know Bruce and Batman are one and the same is because Batman dies at the very beginning of the issue. He keeps Batman's corpse in his house. He's just straight up dead the whole time. And Bruce Wayne's still alive. He works for Wayne Enterprises. He has conversations with Bruce Wayne. He has dinner with Bruce Wayne. Bruce Wayne's still alive. So that just shows right there that it's like, oh, he doesn't know that Bruce and Batman are one and the same. And it's like, okay, so apparently he doesn't know. And that's most recently. That just happened last year, 2023. That was the big event, was Night Terrors, which sucked. But that shows that he doesn't know. But then you might be like, oh, but 3 Jokers and all that. But it's like all the other 2 Jokers are dead. But maybe he made new Jokers. I don't know. This Joker in this book has 2 different colored eyes compared to the Joker in Chip Zdarsky's Batman, which has the same colored eyes. So who knows? The real answer is that DC continuity and editorial and everything is just up in the air and nothing matters, and they don't even know. But I believe that if you were to ask Chip Zdarsky how he knows, I think he would mention back to the fact that he knew during the most recent, well, one of the bigger recent Batman events, which was Joker War, which I had completely forgot about because I didn't care for Joker War. I thought it was an ass book, but who knows? Maybe Zdarsky is referencing back to Grant Morrison's Batman, considering he has characters from Grant Morrison's Batman run show up in this. So maybe that is what he's mentioning, but it would be kind of weird considering we've had a couple reboots since then. I don't know. It seems like DC's just all out of whack and they don't really have a straight answer. Because going through all this, I'm like, okay, there's not really a straight answer, because if it weren't for Night Terror screwing it all up, it would seem like he found out during, as far as most recently, he found out during Joker War. But because of Night Terrors, it's like he didn't even know. So I don't know, unless, again, like I said, in this book, in the first issue of Mind Bomb, the Zdarsky comic, Batman mentions, "I'm coming after you, Joker, all 3 of you." But it's like, well, this is connected to 3 Jokers. He knows the other 2 Jokers are dead. Jason killed one, and the comedian killed the other. So there's only 1 Joker. So what does he mean, all 3 of you? I don't know. But then also, if we're talking about Morrison's Batman, and the Clown at Midnight, he talks about how he changes all the time, and that's why, things are different. So maybe he just forgot and then remembered. That could be it. I don't know. There's a lot of different things. There's a lot of things. Essentially, whatever you want to believe, that's what it is. There's not really a straight answer. So I made this video just to tell you nothing matters. But yeah, I had to go into it after reading all those different comments. I had multiple different answers, and I was like, yeah, I remember all that, but I didn't think any of that applied, so I had to search it and see if any of it applied, and it turns out we don't really know. But anyways, that's what I want to talk about. This was fun. Thank you guys for leaving those comments. I appreciate it. It made me go into be like, I gotta figure this out. So this was fun. Thank you to everyone for watching, and let me know in the comments below, what do you think of all this Joker debacle? How would you have it? Do you like it? Actually, that's it. Do you like it when when Joker knows Batman's secret identity, or you prefer when he doesn't know, or do you prefer where he's willfully ignorant, where he's just like, I don't want to know, it takes the fun out of it? How do you like your Joker-Batman relationship? I'm curious. But anyways, thank you to everyone for watching, and I'll see y'all later.
Hey, skinny boy, saucy boy, I be running to the bank. Yeah, you know I hit the gas in the whip full tank. Riding past the ocean while I'm listening to Frank.